Hi, this is Alan Snell with LVSportsBiz.com. This is an action-packed weekend here in Las Vegas. One of the events is the Rugby Sevens event, which has become a perennial favorite here during what is usually a very busy weekend in Las Vegas in March. I'm with Rob Cornelius. What is your current title? It's our
Vice President Business Development, United World Sports.
Okay. Rob, talk a little about why it makes business sense to have this event in Las Vegas, and what is the growth potential here in Las Vegas for this particular event?
Well, I think with an international event like we do, having the ability to have people fly in from all around the world with direct flights, the ability to get those flights, the cost of the flights, and then when you get here, the entertainment value for those fans. So for a niche sport like rugby in America, creating a culture and an environment like this is you have to have it. In the other destinations, it's very difficult to get somebody to fly from England to go to just Chicago for a weekend. From the amount of Kenyans, we have 8,000 Kenyans that come into our city for this. The ambassadors here, the general consulates here. It's a destination that is grown in the sports world and will continue to grow as now we have the facilities and now the stadiums and all the future stuff that we have building, and that builds a business. Our event now will have close to 80,000 people from around the world, 25% coming outside of the U.S. market. So for our economy, events like this are key. And to open up our economy more on a global sports level. We've got American football, we've got hockey, we will always have that. We'll have the NBA, we'll have the NCAA basketball, because that's what we do as Americans. Now, as a culture and a destination, we need to open our city up to the world. So there's lots of sports out there that we haven't even touched. Rugby was the first one to prove that you could bring a sport like rugby to the desert and make it grow. I mean, starting off the first year, we had 24,000 people total. This year, we'll have almost 80,000. So that just shows you the value of the city.
Right. Well, you had mentioned 80,000. Do you have any sense of what kind of spending they'll be doing in the market during? How much, like per capita? What are they spending on? Would you say?
Our economic impact for the city is about 36 million that we bring into the city for the event. So you're about 1,100 per person is what the average spend is, and that's a non-gaming spend. So that's just your food and beverage, hotel room, and your general entertainment. So, and then you have the gaming on top of that. So,
how do you carve out the identity for the event when you have a lot of competition this weekend, and also we're on the verge of March Madness for basketball in the city? How do you carve out the identity for this event?
Well, I think what sets us apart from the others is we really focus on the international culture. So not only around our event is the rugby, but we have concerts, we have nightlife, we have a food and fan festival with food from 16 countries. So what we try to focus on mostly is if you're an expat that's living in the U.S. or you're outside the U.S. and you're a rugby fan, where do you go to meet your friends for 1 year? Feel like you're from South Africa, feel like you're from Kenya. I'm an Englishman living in San Diego, then where do I come? But it looks like we're getting kicked off here.
One final question. What is the future of this event? Because I heard that you might be leaving Las Vegas. Is that true?
Well, we don't know. I mean, it goes on a 4-year cycle, and there's always bidding, and as the event grows, other destinations look. So, we're going to do our part as a destination and do our part as a promoter to keep it here, and we'll just put our best foot forward. And like we're here all today see is the business in Vegas means business, and it's great. So I think there's a good future for all of us.
Okay. Rob, I'll let you go. Like you said, I think we're being ushered out here.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob.